Ahead of us lies 500 miles of challenging terrain on the historic Pony Express Overland route. There are high, snow-covered mountain passes that will test our driving and endurance, dry, dusty lake beds that are hard on our vehicles, flooded river valleys that will bog us down, and vast, uninhabited country with over 300 miles between gas stations. We filled all of our spare fuel containers, then met up in a nondescript parking lot. Justin in the Gladiator, me in the Tundra, and Adam in the Bronco, where we aired down, ready for the journey ahead.
I just can't believe how green it is. I've never seen so much color out here.
The Pony Express Overland route stands as a testament to the daring spirit and ingenuity of early American pioneers. In the mid-19th century, as the United States rapidly expanded westward, the need for swift and reliable communication across vast distances became a pressing concern. Before the invention of the telegraph, it often took weeks, if not months, for news to travel across the US to the rapidly growing Western territories. Responding to the need for faster and more reliable communication, three businessmen, Russell, Majors, and Waddell, proposed a route that could deliver in just 10 days. The key was a series of relay stations.
What's this?
This is the Simpson Spring station.
Oh, so this is one of the stations on the Pony?
Yeah, the real one is behind a fence, and then this one's a replica over here. The engineer who did this was also the engineer who did a lot of the route for the Transcontinental Railroad.
These stations are built every 10 to 15 miles along the entire 1,900-mile route. Because they were made from locally available materials scrounged from the land around them, no two stations are alike.
So we stopped at this beautiful stop on the Pony Express, and the sun's kind of getting close to setting. We do know another campsite further on, but I noticed there's this little trail off to the left that leads up behind some rocks up there. So we sent Adam up there since he's not doing the whole Pony Express, so he's got plenty of fuel. He's going to scout it out, and if it looks good, we'll head up there and have a view across this entire valley when we camp tonight.
So there's a super cool little plateau up there that overlooks kind of this entire valley, and it could easily fit all three of us.
I just know we got started late, so I do want to cover ground, but it's also, we've kind of given ourselves a day built in to make up that ground. I'm okay with whatever. Let's try it. Let's drive up there.
Okay.
Let's go waste some fuel.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I like this. This is cool.
Well, I think we made the right choice setting up camp here tonight. The next campsite along would have been right on the road, and we've had some cars go by, so it would have been a little dusty. So up here, away from the road, is much more pleasant, and we got to catch the sunset, which we wouldn't have done if we'd kept on going. So I got a whole lot of time lapses going. So I'm happy we're set up, and Adam's cooking for us tonight. We have burgers. Bacon cheddar burgers. So right before this trip, I redid all of the seals around the truck bed to try and get it as best sealed as I could against the dust. So this morning I made some adjustments because some did get in. Unfortunately, I've got it to the point where I think it's as good as I can get it without putting in a positive pressure system, which is one of the next things on my list when I get this truck home. So I did add a couple more little seals around there. And then the only other thing, actually where most of the dust came in, is when I opened the back up last night. There was dust all over the lid at the top and all over the base of the tailgate. So I think I need to get a brush. So if there's like a horsehair brush store anywhere around here, I'll stop and get one. Odds are not looking good.
Amazing how thick this dust is. Looking back, I know how bright your light bar is, and it just disappears at times.
Usually when I do these trips with Justin, it's really windy. He's cursed for some reason. But now that we can actually do with some wind, there's not a breath of air. So that dust is just hanging in the road behind me to the point where they can't see much, even though they're hanging way back there. According to Justin, this is a geode finding area, so we have stopped and we're gonna hunt for some geodes. I'm hoping he's got some tips for us.
Ask a geologist? Wait, didn't you teach earth sciences?
Shut up, Justin.
Time to find us some geodes.
Well, they don't know anything, so I'm gonna grab my shovel because it says the hand tools are allowed and do a little bit of digging. My shovel's like made for geode hunting. It's got two pieces. You got the shovel side, and then the handle comes off for a hammer so you can smash open your geodes. If you are an avid geode hunter, I've got these on revereoverland.com. If not, they're still on there, but it might not be quite special for you. So put it together and get digging.
At least it's soft to dig through.
I know. No geodes. Well, Adam has excavated half the hill and we found nothing. So I think we're gonna clean up and move on. Which is a shame because I really wanted to break open a geode. Maybe we'll just find one for sale somewhere and break it open. We can just like cut it in and pretend. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We gotta come out back here and bury it.
Yeah, dig it up.
We're probably just digging in the most popular place, so there's just nothing there.
We did go to the like closest spot.
Yeah, the first spot. Hello, Internet. I'm Justin B. McBride. Welcome to our new show, Rock Hunters, where we hunt for rocks. Here's a big pile of rocks. Oh wow, I've already found something special. Aluminum. Thanks for watching.
The entire Pony Express route was organized and set up in just 2 months during the winter of 1860. It was made up of 80 riders, 400 horses, and 186 stations spread between St. Joseph, Missouri, and Sacramento, California. At each station, the riders would stop and switch horses, traveling up to 100 miles before handing the mail pouch off to the next rider.
So I have Starlink going on my roof at the moment, and I guess I got close enough to Justin. His wife was able to call him, so now it's rolling down the road slowly with me really close to him so that they can talk. We just got done crossing the Great Salt Lake Desert, which is all out that way behind the camera, and we've just made it to mountain range and another one of the Pony Express stations. This one's the Canyon station, and we've stopped here for some lunch. Got sandwiches. Really hungry. So on this trip, I've switched over to a new fridge that Iceco sent me. I love the previous fridge I've got, but this one's also dual zone. So we decided we're going to test it out. The true test of a dual zone fridge is if it can keep ice cream frozen, which most cannot. So pulling these out. They're not all for me. We're going to share them. Let's open it upside down. I'm going to have that one too. Justin?
Upside down Tillamook, please.
All right.
That is frozen.
Well, the ice cream was actually frozen, and it was really good. Hit the spot. So we've just reached the highway, and this is where Adam is going to leave us. He has to go north to go back to Salt Lake City. He's got stuff to do. He's got orders to ship out for his company, Trailrex, and so he's over there just airing up. He's actually borrowing air from Justin because he hasn't put a compressor in his new Bronco yet. So as soon as he's done, he's going that way. Justin and I going south to continue on the Pony Express. I think it's time to talk a little bit about the sponsor of this video, and that is the app that I'm using to navigate the Pony Express, and that is Onyx Off-Road. You can see there right on that blue line, and that blue line represents one of those curated trails, a lot of which have been user submitted, and this one in particular, if I scroll down, has been submitted by Justin B. McBride. And navigating using it is super simple because I can just use Apple CarPlay, so it pulls it up on the big screen that I have in the Tundra. Just follow that little blue line.
All right, later, guys.
See ya.
So according to my route tracking on Onyx, we are halfway between gas stations. We've done 150 miles, got 150 to go. How's your range looking?
Mine looks great. I'm not even to half a tank yet.
That's good. I've got the same. Like, I'm just doing better on gas than I ever thought I would. So I've got probably about over 200 miles left.
Yeah, mine says 182, so I'm not feeling bad at all.
Nevada is home to an estimated 47,000 wild horses. Initially, they were brought here by early Spanish explorers, but the horses are now a symbol of the untamed and wild American West.
We've just left the well-maintained parts of the Pony Express, and we're making our way up to the first mountain pass of the trip. We don't know what it's going to be like. There's definitely a good chance that there can be snow up there. Looking ahead of me, the top of the mountain, which is 8,600 feet, it's covered in snow, and I can see that it makes its way down the north-facing slopes. And actually, even around us, there's a hill off to my left that's basically the same height as us, and it has a couple of patches of lingering snow on the north side, so there is a good chance that we'll run into some, but a lot of it depends on where this road is. If it's on a south facing slope, I think we'll be okay. If it's on a north facing slope, we may have to turn around and detour.
As we climbed, we came across a few patches of snow in the shaded spots, but most were small enough just to plow right through.
I see a bigger snowbank. What are you thinking?
Yeah, that's not so bad. We can just truck through that.
I guess we're the first people through here this year. We have a small tree that's blocking the trail with a little bit of a snowbank, to the point where we could probably sneak by it if it wasn't for the snowbank, but we've been having to hit these snowbanks with some speed. So we're going to cut that, or Justin's going to cut that, and then hit that snowbank to get through. And we're almost to the top.
The tree was small enough that Justin made quick work of it, but with the weight of the snow on top of it, we could not shift it ourselves. We hooked up the winch, pulled it out, then continued on our way through bigger and bigger snowbanks.
Easy, yeah.
At the top, we finally met our match. Justin was stuck.
Alright, coming through.
I put my foot down to make it through the last bank to the summit, but then I saw what lay ahead.
It's completely covered. This next stretch looks really gnarly.